Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for joining me for day 7 of my Countdown to Christmas series. We're going to be using this stamp set for my favorite things. It's called Merry Everything. Super cute images, and I really love the little reindeer on the bottom that are facing each other. So we're going to use those for our project today. I'm going to start off by grabbing my Mini Misty and a piece of Nina 80-pound cardstock. We'll just place that in there. I already added my little reindeer. We're going to ink them up with some C&CT Stamp Intense Black ink. Today it's a Copic friendly ink. I left the coloring in while I in the caps out for you guys in case you want to know the colors that I used. I wanted to go for some regal colors, so with the reindeers being brown, I wanted to bring in some rich browns and greens. So while I color, I'll play a little music and I will catch you back as soon as I'm done. Okay, I think I timed that pretty good. Now, I probably could not do that again. Usually the music stops about 5 golden rings. So you got to hear the whole 12 days of Christmas. But once I'm done coloring here, I'm going to take my scissors and fussy cut each one of my little reindeer out. And now we're going to stamp our sentiment. For my card today, I chose the sentiment that says, "Missing you this Christmas." My family lives way far away, and so I need lots of these cards. I'm going to stamp it on black cardstock. I'm going to use some C&CT Stamp watermark ink. We'll just ink that up, and then I'm going to go over my sentiment with some white embossing powder. Once we have our sentiment covered, I'll just take my heat gun and we'll go ahead and melt that. Now I'm going to use a sentiment strip die. These are new to me also. These are called the Simple Sentiments from Avery L. And they cut out perfect sentiment strips. Usually I use my paper trimmer and it's sometimes a little tough getting it straight, so I picked these up and I thought they were fantastic. But I'll just die cut out my sentiment, and then we're going to set that aside and work on our background. Now for my background, I want to do something really subtle. So I have a piece of Strathmore Bristol Smooth cardstock here. Actually, no, I don't. The Bristol was a little bit on the creamier vanilla color side, so this is actually Nina 80 pound. But I'm going to use a stencil. This stencil is from My Favorite Things also. It's called Drifts and Hills. And I'm going to cover the entire background using some Distress Oxide ink. This is tumbled glass. And I'm just going to go over my panel, just alternating my little snowdrifts here. I wanted the background to be really subtle, but I wanted to add a little bit of color, especially with those dark regal reds and greens on my reindeer. I'm going to finish off the bottom, just blending a little bit of color there, and then also on the top. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to take a double-stitched rectangle die and cut out a panel. My panel size is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. Once we have that cut out, I also have a piece of glittery cardstock. This glittery cardstock is from Fawn, and it's called PIXIE Dust. I'm going to use 2 of my snowflake dies. These are also from MFT. It's the Let It Snowflake die set. I'm just going to use the largest and the medium size, and then I cut out some glittery snowflakes. Now I'm going to add some foam squares behind my reindeer, and I'm not going to tack them down just yet. I'm kind of going to figure out my placement. I know I want them facing each other, and I want them to be sitting on my sentiment, so I'm kind of going to level them out a bit. And then I'm going to tuck my snowflakes in, 2 of them on top and then 1 on the bottom. And then I can go ahead and add more of my foam squares, and then I just glue down my little snowflakes there. We're going to take a piece of foam tape and add that behind our sentiment. We'll just cut a thin strip out here. And then this panel we're going to tape down to an A2 size card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. And then all we have left is to add some bells and whistles. So I have some clear sequins. I'm going to add a few here and there. And then there's little jingle bells on that left reindeer. I'm going to grab my Nuvo glitter drops. These are Gold Coast. This is Gold Coast. But I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle to those little jingle bells. And then I'm also going to add it to the ornament that's peeking out there. And that completes my card for today, guys. I think it turned out super cute. I love that soft background. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. If you're interested, links will be down below as always. I will see you again real soon for day 8. Bye-bye.